everyone, and welcome back for another anime figure opening video today. Today we are opening up the Ram style figure that came out in February 2020. This is a direct follow-up to the Rem video that we recently posted, so if you haven't seen that, please do go and check that one out. A lot of the comments I'm going to make here are very related to that, and again, I'm not going to cover the same stuff. I'm going to try and make it fresh. But anyway, let's get straight into looking at this box. So as always, there's Jaya Prize, and then there's Sega ReZero up here, and then there's SPM Super Premium, and again we have our WA style logo here in the middle. Again, if you haven't checked out this kanji, this is beautiful. This means Japan and peace and harmony. It's very symbolic of Japan, very pretty. I definitely recommend people research it. Just search WA, you'll find it, it's easy. But of course here we have our Ram taking up the whole front section here. This is also very pretty with some beautiful red suns in the background and some nice clouds. Again, we have this nice design going on here. And we also have these different patterns all around, like this blue sakura flower here, and there's a nice white one there with a brown one there. I believe on the other one there were only white flowers, so this is interesting to see different colors. Same over here, there's actually a few pink ones this time, so that's also pretty cool. Very pretty, and the small details are beautiful here. Look at that. But anyway, that's the front. On the side over here, as you can see, we have Ram from behind. She's in the center there. We have our SPM logo again here, and we have Ram. And instead of the orange line, we actually have this lighter blue line going all the way in the background there this time, but with the same dark blue background there. And again, we have these beautiful designs. Again, super pretty. But that's one side. On the other side, we have Ram looking a little bit more forward compared to her sister, who was looking off in the distance. Again, we have Ram there. We have our SPM logo and same colors. And again, beautiful designs, very pretty. And then on the back, we have up here our super premium figure, Ram WA style. Again, very pretty. One thing I didn't point out last time is this ReZero logo is actually in two nice fan shapes here. These are very pretty. And also, even behind it, we have a more traditional kind of cloud pattern going on. So very nice. But again, it's all the same safety information all down here. The be careful sign there because they're sharp pointy bits. Again, the Sega Plaza logo. Maybe I'll get a bit closer so you can actually get a good look at that. Scanning, and gone. And then down here, we have our Kalokwa sticker here. So very pretty. At the bottom, again, we have our ReZero Starting Life in Another World Ram. And then at the top, we have our Ram here and our Rem here. So this silhouette is actually the Rem. Remember on the other one over here, we actually had a silhouette here. This must have been the Ram. So Rem over here originally shows that this is the silhouette. So they are a pair. And again, we have our ReZero logo here and our WA style. But yes, this is very pretty. Let me quickly show you the two side by side, as we do still have the box for the other one. So yeah, as you can see, the silhouettes are actually for each other, so that's quite interesting. Wow, awesome, I like that. Anyway, let's open up this box. Okay, so 3 bits of tape, and as I mentioned earlier, this was a set that we bought on Amazon. Cost us 3,500 yen, so about 36 bucks American. In pounds, what does that transfer to these days? Probably about 28 quid. It's been a little while. But here we go, let's open this up. Ooh, very pretty. Okay, I think it's the same as last time. Let's have a look. Oh, it's more difficult to get out. Oh, there we go. Oh, very pretty. Let's put you down here. Okay, again, we have the figure, this time at more of an angle. Maybe she's taller. Again, that strange bit of cardboard. This must be some kind of support so it doesn't break anything when it falls. Yeah, that's weird. And again, we have our stand. So let me get this unpacked. Give me 1 second. Okay, stand. And here is our stand. And again, this is very similar style to the Rem figure. This just has Ram instead here with this beautiful type font here. We also have the same kind of patterns with the cherry blossom flowers and the circles going all around. We have our WA style up here, and again we have 3 holes which look like a kind of spooky face which is coming towards you. Yeah, wow, that's kind of creepy. Wow, look at that. But there you go. So this is exactly the same stand, just the text is a little bit different. On the bottom, again, we have the same information here. We have the Kadokawa ReZero Made in China Sega logos. And yeah, there you go. That's the stand. It's still pretty. It is very, very nice. I do like this. So let's put you down here. And then we have our Ram figure herself. And again, she is very, very pretty. Just like her sister. Absolutely stunning. So let's get straight into looking at her face. So as you can see, she has these beautiful crimsony red eyes. These are beautiful and a little bit more menacing than her sister's eyes, as this is Ram. Ram is a little bit more menacing. She isn't head over heels for Subaru, so that makes sense, I guess. You can see that her nose sticks out a little bit, actually a little bit further than her sister's, and she has this cute little smile here, which is very pretty. And again, she has the same hairstyle as her sister. The hair has been split into the middle and split into two sides. This does allow us to see both of her eyes, so that's very pretty. There is also this one strand sticking off on its own there, so that's kind of an interesting choice. Very sharp. I can see why they had that warning on the box. And this is also quite nice, so yep, very, very pretty. On the back, we don't really have too much except for this purple bow. This goes contrasting nicely with the Rem figure we opened last time. Again, we have the hair come down into one kind of terminus here, again with a few pointy bits. Again, these are very sharp, good lord. And then we have the exact same flower pattern here on her head, just on the opposite side. So again, that's very pretty. And I'll give you a bit more of a detailed look at that here. And of course at the end, so you can see it nicely. You can also see that her ears have also been designed underneath. But something I have just noticed, that her face, there's actually a big line there where the face would have been clipped on. They could have covered that up a little bit better, I feel. You can't really see it so much over the side. But here, I mean, that really does stick out, so that's a shame. That's one of the reasons I don't really like Figma figures, because of the joints and because of the weird slots, so that's a shame. But anyway, from the front, beautiful, beautiful face. And moving down the figure, as you can see, she has this beautiful pink reddish kimono here. This is beautiful, and I'll be honest, I think this looks a little bit prettier than the Rem one. It has the same patterns, everything around here is exactly the same folds here. You can see where the arms are connected here, and I think that was the case with the Rem figure, but it looks like it stands out a little bit more on this one. I'm not too sure why. But this one has a little bit more depth to it, because on the kimono here, you can actually see there is this purple line showing where the kimono front piece would be coming across, and also covering up the underneath kind of kimono here. I forget the name of this. Some kind of like undergarment, some kind of like, yeah, under kimono, so when you sweat, you don't sweat on this, you sweat on that. So yeah, mine's brown and white, so yeah, I can't remember what it's called. Anyway, blathering now, here we go. But yeah, this is very, very pretty. Again, it has the same sleeves coming down. They're not being held up this time like the previous figure. They're actually being held at an angle. Her fist is closed there, and we can't really tell if her nails have any pattern on them. They do, so you have to look really carefully there. Let's have a look on this hand. There we go. We can actually see her fingers there, so that's quite nice. Again, individually formed, so very pretty. One disappointment I do have with this figure is that you can actually see where the bottom of this kimono sleeve is connected here. You can feel it as well, like this whole line going across. And it's not just the case on this part, it's actually the same over here. So that's a bit of a shame. I'm quite upset with that, because on the previous figure, we didn't have this. So yeah, small disappointment. But overall, I do love the color. It's very, very pretty. So that is her kimono. Let's have a quick look at her hakama. Again, the hakama has the exact same color to it. This time the obi is yellow instead of a green. So again, it stands out a lot. That's a beautiful contrasting color there, actually, very pretty. We have the same bow here that we saw before, although this is a little bit more centered. Actually, that looks nice, there we go. You can also see this has the same kinds of folds to it, and this strap goes all the way around the back. So this would be holding up the hakama. And then moving down the kimono, you can see that she has the same folds again, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3 here. So this is the center, this line. And again, this has the same kind of split between the two, so it would be holding them together. This would actually be loose if this was a real Hakama, but they are stuck together for the purpose of it being a figure, so we can't split that. Last time I didn't really show you the back too much, but you can actually see again this has 2 folds here, and again 2 folds here, so this is the center. And what I love about this is it has this beautiful wave pattern going across to the sides as if it is swishing, so that's pretty cool. And again you can see that at the front here, so the swish also follows nicely this direction, so that's pretty. We have the same holes at the sides here, so yeah, it's actually a proper Hakama design. And then down here on the opposite side to our rem, we have the exact same flower pattern over here, and then we have this beautiful little thing here. Again, you see these on wedding envelopes a lot, and on a lot of kind of Aubon stuff, so yeah, I guess these are to do with happiness. Yeah, I'll have a research. I can't remember exactly, but these are very, very pretty. And oh wow, they're very loose, like actual string. Huh, that's kind of cool. And then moving down to her feet, as you can see, she's wearing again these black getter. These have red straps this time instead of the blue straps that we saw previously with the rem figure. She also has the same socks on, although this time it looks like there's a little bit more of a design here with the line going down in the middle and the side. This was also again splitting her big toe from the rest of her toes. And again, these are a little raised off of the ground so that she's not touching the ground directly. And we have our 3 little points sticking out to go into the stand. So let's get her in her stand. 1 second. And here she is in her stand. And yes, very, very pretty. You can see that she is actually facing off into the other direction, but she's still looking at us when the stand is straight. So that's a pretty cool design. Wow, very pretty. Oh God, this is beautiful. Okay, let's give you all a few pretty shots of this figure. Let's take a look. Okay, and let's go to your new home. Let's go for a little walk. So again, yeah, very, very pretty figure. Absolutely stunning. And these two together, I am assuming are going to look absolutely wonderful. Again, we have our shelf here. We still haven't really organized as much as I want to, but she's going to go up here nicely with her sister. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, that's so pretty. You can see as well, these are actually a little bit taller than some of these other figures. They're exactly the same level shelf, but for example, this Miku is quite small in comparison. So yeah, they're quite tall. But regardless, they are very, very pretty, and I'm very, very impressed with them. So thanks again for tuning into today's video. If you haven't seen this video, please do go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description. And yes, I look forward to seeing you in more anime figure opening videos coming very, very soon. Okay, bye!